Kani kedai ke Batisi TV, bat pidang pet ya ke kubur baman kasni, belawan rashapi da ke rupa, ringkat bat ke Orange Nissan, lom sokpo near Fire Brigade Ground, Shillong.
New Nissan Kicks. Bookings open now.
Ke dorbar mang tingka jong ke yeng dorbar tauan ke Jela Meghalaya. Ha ke khatbai terik mutau benai leber ar hajar kat khandai. Kalai tai halor ki babon kiman ki balawan ra da keliang persya kumjo keliang sencar. Kawai ne kimat balaya tai kadai halor ke phang ke balawan ra da keliang persya lengba UMLA ke Maulai constituency uba proses di Saukme. Ubala panjing pensai no menteri sarkar bakmi ya katnat ki kampen raiser uba hamlet doling bakadon em ke jingmang pisa da ke sarkar Punjab kerpang ye kijai benreo harjan ki basyang basa hapo harijan koloni hakani kenong ba Shillong.
Honorable Mr. Speaker, sir, according to the reply of the Minister, we can understand that the Department of Urban Affairs and also the government have received the amount of government money from the government of Punjab. May I know, sir, how much the amount of money sanctioned by the government of Punjab to the Department of Urban Affairs, or the money goes to the government of Meghalaya, sir?
Mr. Speaker, sir. The amounts sanctioned by the government of Punjab, it was under the Chief Minister Relief Fund. That is rupees 1,50,000 and rupees 10 lakh.
Mr. Speaker, sir, since the Honourable Minister have already mentioned that the amount of money have been received, that is 1 lakh plus and this 10 lakh, I mean this is 11 lakh. So may I know from Honourable Minister regarding with this money, whether it's meant for infrastructure in that area or it's meant for individual benefit who's staying in the super colonies?
Mr. Speaker, sir, based on the question that you have put to me regarding the government of Punjab has sanctioned some money for the people staying in the super colony. 1,50,000 has been sanctioned for 10 women beneficiaries, all residents of Themator Yodo, at rupees 15,000 per beneficiaries being financial assistance for medical treatment, for treatment, and rupees 10 lakh for construction of building of Guru Nanak School, Bara Bajar, Shillong, Meghalaya.
Mr. Speaker, sir, may I know from Honourable Minister how this money has come to the government, whether they have been asked by the resident of Sipalane or the department itself has written to the government of Punjab that some money required for the people who are staying in that area, sir.
Mr. Speaker, sir, this money was sanctioned during 2015. That is for 10 video beneficiaries, rupees 1,50,000 per rupees 1,50,000 at 15,000 per beneficiary. That is in 2015, and 10 lakh rupees for Guru Nanak School. That is in 2016.
Mr. Speaker, sir, it doesn't matter because I have asked regarding with the incident of 31st May 2018, but since the Minister have already mentioned, right from 2015-16, the government of Punjab has sanctioned money from that area. So whether that money has been transferred to the government of Meghalaya, or statement to the department itself?
Mr. Speaker, sir. Can the honourable member repeat the question, please?
Honourable Mr. Speaker, sir, since my question, whether that money that had been sanctioned by the government of Punjab in year 2015 and 16, like the minister replied, whether the money it goes to the Department of Urban Affairs or it goes to the government of Meghalaya.
The money sanctioned by the government of Punjab during 2015-16 was routed through the Deputy Commissioner East Khar Sales, not direct to the government.
Mr. Speaker, sir, if that will be the case, sir, my point is here, how the government of Punjab sanctioned money for those people who are staying in the areas of Super Lane, how that matter has come, how that special treatment has come, and who has given authority to write a letter to the government of Punjab.
Mr. Speaker, sir, that was happened during 2015 and 2016. So there is no official communication, as we say, that from the Department of Urban Affairs we have written to the government of Punjab.
Mr. Speaker, sir, last question, sir. So how I cannot understand how the money it comes like that without any request individually from people who's sitting that side or from anybody from the government, sir. I can understand if that will be the case, sir. We have many Bihari here, we have Maharashtra here. Why other government not sanctioned? Why especially only for the people who sitting that side, sir? I would like to get a reply, sir.
Mr. Speaker, sir, you see, that is happening in the previous government. So it is very difficult for me to answer.
No, Minister, please. If you have the materials with you, you may reply. If you don't, you ask for notice.
Can you repeat the question, sir?
Mr. Speaker, sir, I may happen that in 2015 I am not the MLA of that time. Even the minister himself is not a minister. Both me and him were not responsible. But my question here, sir, how a government of Punjab has sanctioned money for the people who sing in the Super Lane? That is my question. How? Why? Why special treatment have given them to those people who sing in that side, sir?
I require notice for the question, sir.
Honourable Speaker, sir, may I inquire from the Honourable Urban Affairs Minister to clarify the date of the receipt of the sanction from the government of Punjab to the residents of the colony.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I think it's better for me to read out the official communication.
No, please give the dates only.
The date was mentioned, it was on 18 May 2015.
Honourable Speaker, sir, if a budget was sanctioned for the Guru Nanak School in 2015, may we know why that the government of Punjab had to sanction a fund for the school in the state of Meghalaya?
And for that I require notice, sir.
Honourable Speaker, sir, my question to the Urban Affairs Minister, sir. Is it in the fitness of things for these kinds of schemes to come directly to a head of a district?
Mr. Speaker, sir, even me also, I was surprised to see that the government of Punjab has sent directly the money or sanction a fund direct to the deputy commissioner without going through the proportional or without inform the government.
Honorable Speaker, sir, may I know the utilization of this scheme since 2015?
Mr. Speaker, sir, 1,50,000 euros is a scheme sanctioned for 10 video beneficiaries for treatment and 10 lakh for construction of Guru Nanak School.
Honorable Speaker, sir, may I know the status of the utilization of the scheme, sir, of the school scheme?
Mr. Speaker, sir, the fund sanctioned by the government of Punjab for the school was with 10 lakh. It was completed and utilization certificate submitted by the school was on 31st/7/2017.
That means fully utilized.
Yeah, fully utilized.
So we pass on to next question.
May Speaker, sir?
Huh?
One. Now, Speaker, sir, through you. Now, I'm not against any developmental program given by the other state or by any other country or by anything like that. But it shows that irresponsible of the government. Now, suppose if Langpi is being developed by this Nepal, is the state going to accept the development given by the Nepal? You see, now this is one of the sensitive part. What do you call this one? The Punjab land. Now we have accepted the developmental part given by the Punjab government. Now, this thing has been, this issue has been there for so many years. And now, if the government without proper documentation, proper programming, if we just allow it, then definitely we are asking for the trouble in the future. So I don't want this government to create any irresponsibility that the previous government has done. So I would like to get an assurance from this minister whether if any fund from the other state comes, that this government should at least look into the matter seriously before, accepting any developmental part from the other part. I mean, from the other state or from any other constituency. I just need to have.
It is a suggestion.
It
is a suggestion only. No. It is a suggestion of the honorable member.
Sa kawai pat kamat kebalaitai hakni kador bar mang tingka haka kharwai terek mutau benai leber arjar kat kendai kadai kapang kebalawara da kaliang persyahi lengba UMLA ke Nongpo constituency uba Meral Bonds em ubalabo jingkeli ke sarkar katno teli ki projek ki balamang pisa da katnan North Eastern Council jong usnam arhajar kat pra arhajar kat kendai Uni UMLA ula pancing tiapru ye ki kerteng jong ki projek baro bat kamang pisa ha baro ki district.
I want to know from the Honorable Chief Minister that whether the first installment has been received or when tender has been floated on us. Sir, amount has been received for the first project, which is the Nemas Orphanage cum boarding school. An amount of 10 lakhs has been received. In compliance with the direction of the NEC, the project was put on hold, sir. Subsequently, the LEC recommended the project in the meeting held on 31st and was sanctioned, and the first part is released, sir. In the education department, the construction of the Master of Education building block, even for that project, sir, 10 lakhs have been released. And for the third project, no funds have been released yet, sir.
Honorable Speaker, sir, looking at the fund allocation during the year 2017-18, there are around 24 projects which have been sanctioned earlier. And compared to the fund allocation during 17-18, the NEC has sanctioned around 17,764.84 lakhs, and this current year around 622.37 lakhs. And Honorable Chief Minister have already mentioned about first installment release. May I know from the Honorable Chief Minister about those projects which have been sanctioned in the year 2017-18, around 24 projects. We have seen that in the last budget session, implementation has been put on hold with compliance with NEC instruction. So what is the status of all those projects?
So the question is related to 2018-19, and now the questioner is asking me about 17-18.
No, are you willing to reply or not?
Sir, if there is time and you give me time, sir, I have the data with me.
If you have, you may reply, no problem.
Fine, sir. Sir, the information that was sought by the honorable member, which is for 17-18, sir, there's a list of 24 projects as correctly mentioned by him, and government has released 87 crores for in 2017-18, and out of the 17-18 2,000 crores that were released, there were 51 crores was for the ongoing schemes of the previous years, and the fund released 36 crores balance was for release for the work of the 2017-18 amount. So therefore, sir, I think a lot of people must understand that the release of funds is separate from the sanction. So the sanction that comes in is something that is a kind of approval for the scheme. And the precise question he asked was for 18-19, and therefore I gave the information that in the year 18-19, 3 schemes were sanctioned. But the money we received for ongoing schemes earlier, the release of funds, is much higher. For example, in 18-19, we then received another 38 crores, out of which 35 crores was for the previous year's schemes, sir. So that is how it is. So there should not be any confusion between release of funds and the sanction of schemes.
Yeah, Honorable Speaker, sir, I understand. I thank the Honorable Chief Minister also. I'm fully satisfied with what the Honorable Chief Minister have explained about 2018-19. But it relates with NEC project. About 17-18 also, there are 24 projects which get stopped and put on hold till now. That is what I want to know, the status of all those projects. What assurance can we get that the project will go on, or how many funds that we are going to receive? Because there are a huge amount of money have been sanctioned for this pending project.
Sir, as I mentioned, the schemes that were listed for 2017-18, the 24 schemes which is mentioned, have already been sanctioned.
What about the status? Which put on hold means what is the status? When it will be released? When the work will start?
So as I was mentioning, since this is a detail of 17-18, I have information. As I said, the schemes have not been put on hold. 17-18 has already been sanctioned.
So as per statement placed in the table of the House, that all this project has been put on hold with compliance with NEC instruction. So I just want to know, this is a statement.
Which statement?
In last session, received in last session.
Refer to your reply in the last session.
Sir, as I said, since the question is related to 17-18, The entire data is not there with me, but as far as the information which is placed in front of me right now, sir, it is confirmed that the scheme has been already sanctioned, sir. The earlier reply is something that has been put maybe in the last session was at the status at that point in time. But as of now, sir, the 17-18 schemes have been sanctioned, sir.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to know from the Honorable Chief Minister, in the course of his reply, that 3 projects have been sanctioned from NEC during 2018-19. So I would like to know the status of these schemes, whether it is being, as far as the implementation of these projects are concerned.
So as I said, as far as the 18-19 schemes are concerned, the sanctions have been received, sir, and only 10 lakhs for each of the projects has been received. So as of now, that is the status of the project, sir.
No, Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm not clear with the reply of the Honorable Chief Minister. When I was intending to know the status, means whether tender has been called or not. I just don't want to know the utilization of the fund, but then the complete status.
Sir, in the case of project that was submitted to NEMA, so the Northeast Indian Missions Association. So this exact information is not there with me right now for these 2. As I said, so these are 17-18 projects, of course, sanctioned in 2018-19. But as I said, I only have the status of the release of funds, and but I'll be happy to provide the information of the current status to the honourable member, through writing, sir.
Sir, may I know from the Honorable Chief Minister, how many schemes, how many projects were submitted for sanction under the year 2018-19, sir?
Sir, in the year 2018, in the year 2017, Government of India had changed the guidelines for NEC proposal. Because of the change in the guidelines, government of all the state governments were requested to resubmit their proposals for 2017-18, because of which there was a huge delay in the submission of the projects. Nonetheless, all the governments met multiple times with the secretary donor and NEC, and ultimately submitted the 17-18 projects. So therefore, sir, the last 1 year, there was a lot of stress on 17-18 projects, which ultimately was sanctioned, as I mentioned. So therefore, the list for 2018-19, which we have from the state government prepared, but the PIC, which is the Project Identification Committee, has not sat yet for the 18-19 scheme along with donor secretary. There's also been a change in the donor secretary in Delhi, and all the states, for all the Northeast states, this is the same status right now, sir. So therefore, when it comes to 18-19 list, so the Project Identification Committee has not yet sat to submit the projects.
But take into consideration that these parameters were changed, does the state have a list for 18-19 to submit to NEC? Sir?
Yes, sir. We have a list, and we had, in fact, just about a month back, we had prepared the list, sir.
Yeah. If this is not exhaustive, can we know the name of the projects or the schemes?
Sir, I think at this point I will not be able to give that because it has not been completed yet, sir. It is only a list from our side. It has to go to the Project Identification Committee. Once that sits, once it approves it, only then it becomes final. So if I give a list now, that would be
tentative.
Yeah. So it'll be incorrect for me to submit it. The process is still on, sir.
Yes.
Honorable Speaker, sir, may I inquire from the Honorable Chief Minister, out of all those schemes that were proposed in 17-18, have all been sanctioned or new schemes have been put in place of the old schemes?
Sir, I have the whole list here with me, and I would be happy to inform you about the list. There could have been. So the list is here with me for 17-18. I don't know if you'd like me to read it out.
How many pages?
So there are 24 of them. So the entire list is here with me. If the Honorable Member would like me to.
Honorable Speaker, so we can have them placed.
Let the Delhi speak, please, in double house.
Yes, sir.
So
So just
the
to
only
inform you,
query-
there were 177 crores was their total. So there were water resources, education, sports and youth affairs, tourism, commerce industries, and PWD. And we stuck with most of the old ones that were already there, since the most of the state governments of the Northeast felt that it was, though it wasn't 17-18 guidelines, but we were already prepared with it. So therefore, most of the states insisted that we stick to the old ones.
Sir.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to know from the Honorable Minister, Honorable Chief Minister, the total amount as to how much the state of Meghalaya is entitled to get from the NEC.
So as I said, there is no set amount that was there earlier. I will just mention to you, sir, that in 2013-14, we received 53 crores. In 14-15, 59 crores. 15-16, 73 crores. 16-17, 41 crores. 17-18, 87 crores. So the numbers kept changing. But I think the entire objective of, again, coming into the new guidelines was really to give a structure to this. And now there is a budget in which the government has, more or less structured and decided to give certain percentage to the smaller states and certain percentage to the bigger states. And there's a proposal that 12% will be given to the smaller states, and Assam being a slightly bigger state, about 21%. But those are yet to be finalized. And in the past few years, as I said, there were different amounts that were sanctioned. It really wasn't a set amount that was set by the NSC.
Thank you. I think it's sufficient enough on this.
Just one request, sir. There is a mention about, by the Honorable Chief Minister, there's a mention about change of guidelines. Can we at least be made aware of what are the main guidelines that were changed so that we may be aware as to how we go about applying for such schemes?
So it's an exhaustive guideline, but just to give a gist of things, that the government and the NDC has in fact asked us that in the future the projects should be selective and focused mainly on areas like bamboo sector, piggery, regional tourism, promotion of theme-based regional tourism circuits, higher education, tertiary healthcare, including health education, and special interventions in backward areas, livelihood projects, intervention through the value chains in sectors like floriculture, medicinal and aromatic plants, beekeeping, poultry, fishery, handloom, handicraft, and horticulture, science and technology interventions in the Northeast region, surveys and investigations, support for undertaking surveys and investigations and preparation of DPRs for various infrastructure projects, including hydroelectric power, flood management, irrigation, soil erosion, etc., and setting up of centers for awareness generation, advocacy, and promotion of NEC. So this is basically the guidelines, and but it's available, sir, on the internet also. Sir.
Thank you.
Sir, one last. I have asked only 4 questions, one left. Can we get assurance from the Honorable Chief Minister regarding the scheme sanctioned in 2017-18 that they will be implemented on time?
Sir, it is always the desire of the government and department to implement on time, and I will make our best efforts and to make sure that this are implemented on time. We'll make the best efforts, sir.
Thank you.
I would like to read out minor mineral concession rule. It provides that in rule number 23, sub-rule 2 provides the competent authority shall dispose of the application for the grant of quarry permit within a period of 15 days, provided that the said period of 15 days shall be applicable only if the application for quarry permit is complete in all respects. Basing on this, I would like to ask, Sir, whether when was the applications received, and may I know from the Minister the reason for the delay in clearing or disposing of the applications?
Mr. Speaker, sir, if everything is in order, there is no delay in the disposing of the environmental clearance as such. But regarding the number of the application received, that's why I seek the information to be collected.
Mr. Speaker, sir, may I know the names of the applicants who have applied for this?
The name of applicant, I require notice.
At least I want, Mr. Speaker, sir, at least I want the number.
The exact number, that's why that in the reply, this third information is being collected, but the approximate number, this is not final. That's why I cannot give the exact reply, because if I just approximately is 160, that is approximate.
The total number of number B says the total number of environmental clearances issued to the applicants so far by the department. That also the reply has not been given. So I would like to know the total number of environmental clearances issued to the applicants.
Mr. Speaker, sir, as I said before, information is being collected, but the rough figure, since I cannot keep the final figure, I didn't want to mislead the House, but the rough figure is the environmental clearance is, as today, is 100 which have been cleared, 160 is the application, 100 is being cleared. But that is the rough, the final figure I didn't have, that's why the information is being collected, sir.
Mr. Speaker, sir. Repeatedly, Madam has been trying to inquire the information about how many applications are pending. Well, the Minister has not been able to give us a specific number as to the applications that are pending. May we know the reason why? And, sir, I would also like to know from the Honourable Minister as to the procedures for the environmental clearance.
Speaker, sir, the process for granting of permission for stone quarries, number one is that application of apply for forest clearance. Number two, apply of letter of intent from DFO concerned or receipt of LOI within a period of 6 months. We may allow to furnish the following document: the mining plan prepared by recognized qualified person approved by Directorate of Mineral Resources. B, the forest clearance under the Forest Conservation Act 1980 in case of land has been classified as forest land. C, environmental clearance under the Environmental Protection Act 1986 to be obtained from SEA or DEA as the case may be. D, consent to establish, operate under the water and underwater from Meghalaya State Pollution Control Board. E, clearance from Revenue and Resource Management Department. F, clearance from the Labor Department for occupational health and labor laws, including the child labor. Or receipt of the above document, the PCF of offered area about 5 hectare, or the concerned DFO for area below 5 hectare grant the binding lease to the project proponent.
So, Mr. Speaker, sir, in view of all these procedures not being complied, can we presume that there is no stone quarry that is operating in the state?
Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm not telling that this procedure has been complied. Those who have been complied, that the stone quarry have been operated as of now. But only thing is that information is being collected for the number of the environmental grants for operation of stone quarry. That information is being collected. I'm not telling that all the concerned applicant they have not fulfilled these norms. So those who have fulfilled, they have already cleared, and necessary permission have been granted by the respective PSF or HOF as the case, or DFO as the case may be.
So may we know, Mr. Speaker, sir, in the last 1 year, how many stone quarry permissions or licenses have been issued?
West Karo Hills 10 numbers, East Khasi Hills 21 numbers, Ribhoi 21 numbers, East Karo Hills 1 numbers, Western Hills 13, and East India 3.
A total of
69.
Sir, Honorable Speaker, sir, may we know from the Minister what is the end use of the minerals indicated by these applicants?
The exact end use is not there with me. I require notice.
Sir, I would love to inquire from the Minister that as per the information provided by the Minister, South Korea is yet to have even a single stone quarry. So many developmental project is being implemented and executing South Korea. And if I am not wrong, I was informed that the people, those who are implementing the project, they have to manage a stone from somewhere and somehow. So I was informed that many truck has been seized, many stone has been seized, and many has been fined. So may I know, sir, how much the amount of money has been fined by the Forest Department from all this?
Mr. Speaker, sir, for this I require notice.
And sir, I would love to have, sir, how many trucks of vehicle has been seized on this?
I require notice because I didn't have the detail with me, sir.
Thank you. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, sir, may I know the exact number of cars being operated in Karo Hills specifically? And one thing, I want to know that whether the government is aware of that or not, the loads of trucks are coming from the Bhutan, transporting the chips to Bangladesh. Is there any practical, or there is just approved by the state government specifically, because we see in the South Corridors loads of trucks are being transported to Bangladesh. So it is coming from the Bhutan only. Now the purpose and meaning of the government is to give the priority to the local entrepreneurs. Whether the government minister is aware of that, Mr. Speaker, we want to know that one also. Thank you.
Speaker, sir, I am not aware of that chip coming from Bhutan to Bangladesh. I am not aware of that, Speaker, sir.
Honorable Speaker, sir, may I request the Minister of Forest and Environment to kindly place on the table of the House the 64 applications that have been processed.
Mr. Speaker, sir, it is not the application have processed, it's the binding list have been issued. So I will place on the table of the House for the 69 or 64.
Thank you. That's all.
Because, sir, can we also get the information which is being collected in the table of the House? Everything, all the details?
As and when the information is being available,
Minister, please.
I will.
No, please. How long will it take for you to collect this information? Is it possible during this session?
I will try my level best.
So if you could manage to get all information during this session, you please place in the table of the House.
Thank you, sir.